Hi, I'm Jory, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I am speaking on spiritual messages, downloads, and insight I am receiving from divine source, higher dimensional realms, and from my spirit guides. Now, for the messages that are wanting to be received for this particular reading, take what resonates and leave the rest. So now I am feeling guided to continue to channel messages for the reading, a divine message for a rare soul, this title of the reading, and this being part 3 of this divine channeled message here. So I left off speaking to how one or both of you felt in colliding with each other spiritually, energetically, and or physically, and becoming aware of each other for the first time in your connection. And I'm getting this future timeline I was speaking to that came up in the first part of this reading that you can find in the videos section, is speaking to this being able to foresee the final stage or the future timeline, the highest vibrational timeline of your connection. I'm getting that this person in your life is again this familiar presence in the sense of you connecting so deeply on a soul level. You essentially share the same soul frequency, and I'm getting that you felt this, one or both of you felt this without having to be around each other for an extended amount of time. I'm getting that you might have just walked by each other on in passing somewhere. You might have just locked eyes for an instant, for a few seconds. You might have just dreamed of each other and met in the dream state on the astral plane briefly. But there is this lingering presence of this person's energy in your life. I'm getting that this person, one or both of you, again to this point I was speaking to in the second part of this reading, in response to the idea of you not being around in their life anymore, this person acted as if you did not affect them on the physical plane. They acted as if they could connect with other people in the way they could connect with you. These are things they might have done, and I'm sensing that these are things that reflected this inner worry, these deep seated fears, and the despair that they already felt in just the idea of you not being in their life, they not being able to interact with your energy, your physical presence, not being able to connect with you in any way. They are there is I'm not saying that there is a unhealthy attachment here, but there is a feeling of not being able to go on without each other. And I'm sensing that this is an ancient feeling. This is something that you felt even before you became aware of each other's energy, when you read love stories and read stories about romance and things of this nature. You felt deeply in your soul something about this longing, about this desire to connect with your divine lover. And I'm getting that this is a feeling of you longing for your soulmate, your high level soulmate. In this case, your twin flame, this person who you have this deep connection with. Your lover, your divine lover in every life that you incarnated, that you incarnate. Divine love, essentially, this connection is something that neither of you really can let go of. And I'm getting the message that even as this person pretended on the surface not to be as deeply attracted to you as they are, they at the same time want to have this connection, want to let this connection expand and grow into something long lasting, whether this be just you connecting as friends, you connecting as some other label, which is something that is another thing coming up. There isn't really no label here. No label to describe how you would connect with each other. You are everything to each other. So, in the same way that they were trying so hard not to give away just how deeply they felt, and there's this feeling of them doing this and not even wanting to do this as well. They not wanting to hold back their feelings, but also having this overwhelm. And I'm not saying that this overwhelm is negative in any sense. There is this overwhelm of desire and delight in your presence, which causes everything to kind of, their mind to just, I'm getting this feeling of when you're around someone you really like, you just don't know what to say, you don't know what to do, you kind of act weird, you don't know how to be yourself in a way that is quote unquote normal. You don't know how to act normally in a situation. And this is because of this deep soul awareness that your whole body responds to. And I'm sensing that this is something that you both feel. So you might have both in connecting, I'm sensing in the dream state, in the astral realm, energetically, or in the physical, and or in the physical. You just really have this kind of, I'm laughing because of this funny interaction. Funny in the sense that you two are so obviously deeply attracted to each other, and you just don't know how to really express this. But I'm getting that in the same way that you both, one or both of you, might have tried to hide these feelings. You couldn't really hide them. And the deeper feeling is that you want each other so badly. And I'm sensing that one or both of you, I'm sensing that this is both of you doing everything in your power to be the one that each other wants. And this is in itself something that really is reflective of how deeply you are feeling for each other, in the sense that you don't really even have to work too hard here, as both of you have this, I'm sensing this instantaneous draw to each other. Again, the universe brought you two together. This is a part of your highest vibrational timeline. This is a part of your alignment. The Ten of Cups strongly resonating with this message here. This is a part of your soul's alignment. So there is really nothing that you had to try to make happen, in the sense that this is something that is divinely guided, divinely orchestrated. This romance, this connection is a part of you following your intuition and your most authentic truth. And the more you lean into this, the more you find this person to be deeply connected to you, deeply aligned with you on your spiritual path and soul journey. So, this King of Swords is showing up here, speaking to this message of you, one or both of you, trying to have this cold or not as deeply attracted to each other exterior. I'm sensing you interacting in the dream state and all of these walls just falling down, you connecting telepathically and revealing your true heart's desires and manifesting in this way. So I'm getting that even if you aren't connecting in the physical, even if you are having this energetic telepathic communication, or were having this at some point in your spiritual path and soul journey, with no kind of deeper physical connection, you were in this energetic spiritual plane manifesting this connection. Now, the King of Swords also speaking to you, colliding and interacting and trying to be logical about this situation, not in a way, again, to really not allow this connection to exist, because I'm sensing that even if you wanted to give the appearance that you weren't into each other, you on a deeper level were honest with yourself and wanting to desiring this person in your life. However, this might have looked for you in your mind, but in your heart, you deeply knew your most authentic truth. You deeply knew what you desire in this connection, what you continue to desire. Now, I'm getting that you might have even fooled each other with this facade of not caring, which I'm sensing this pretending not to have deeper emotions hurt your own heart, as this is something that is not a part of you being your most authentic truth, embodying your most authentic truth, and having this soul aligned experience. And even as you were doing yourself an injustice here with not acting within this most authentic truth, divine, again, your spiritual path and soul journey is divinely orchestrated. So, divine was not allowing for any kind of, and is still not allowing for any kind of really disruption here with your alignment on your spiritual path and soul journey. You can't really unalign with what is meant for you. You are in following your intuition, your inner guidance, continuing to choose this. And even as you weren't, there was some kind of preparation for this that I'm sensing you were aware of on a soul level. Wow, feeling the I'm feeling the intensity of this connection, and I'm sensing you to making some eye contact that is so deeply awakening to your heart, body, mind, soul, spirit, liberating to your heart, body, mind, soul, spirit. I'm sensing this person make some kind of eye contact with you that truly was so revealing to your soul, not to your soul. Your soul already understood what this connection was, but so revealing to your body, your mind, your heart and soul already connecting with this showed through your eyes. Again, your eyes are the window to your soul, a portal into your soul. And I'm sensing that this person could not hide, both of you in this connection could not hide the most authentic truth, the deep-seated truth within this eye contact. I'm sensing that in this eye contact, all the veils fell, all the pretending not to care about each other just evaporated. And there was the raw truth. There was the raw truth. And you even might have gone to pretending like this didn't affect you in the way that it did. But you really deeply felt a shift in this moment. I'm sensing a specific moment. You might have shared eye contact before, energetically, spiritually, in the dream state, on the astral plane, in the physical, on the physical plane. But this eye contact that I am seeing in my mind's eye was a point on your spiritual path that really revealed to you your mirror soul. That this person is your mirror soul. There was something about this eye contact that shattered every illusion, every doubt in your mind was released. And I'm getting this strongly as I turn over this card here. Was released, and you grounded in such a way in this person's soul, essentially looking into their soul through their eyes, the mirror, that this is your mirror soul, the mirror to their soul. And I'm getting that there is some making amends and a desire to forgive with this Five of Swords in the reverse position. Forgive yourselves for this past version of yourselves that was so consciously denying yourself the pleasure of connecting deeply out of some fear, some worry, out of some, this Nine of Wands in the reverse position speaking to out of some paranoia about if this connection is genuine, out of some denying yourself your own truth and continuing to play out these unaligned timelines, these versions of yourself that you eventually would expand out of and grow tired of trying to keep up when you know on a soul level what is true for you. And I'm getting that this is a part of your healing process, a part of liberating yourself. This Five of Swords in reverse speaking to the element of air. Also this Page of Wands, I turn over this card and I find the Page of Wands strongly resonating with this reading as well. This connection truly inspired you to let go of trying to not feel what you were feeling, to not act within your most authentic truth in this liberation of your heart, body, mind, soul, spirit. This is what your soul, I'm sensing this longing, this ache, is your soul calling you to this deep love, to embody this, as this is the most authentic truth that exists. There is no other thing in your life that is more important than the love here, the love that you feel within your heart, within your soul, that you incarnated here on earth to experience this divine love. You were meant to experience this rare expression of divine source, this rare divine love that you embody, exist as, exude, embrace within yourself, experience in your life, that you are so deeply desiring, that is so deeply a part of the pleasure in your life, the happiness, the bliss, the peace, the tranquility in your life. The Knight of Wands speaking to this message of this very inspiration of liberating yourself in this way of allowing yourself to experience what divine has so diligently orchestrated, what your soul has so diligently worked to, well, what you have done the inner work to experience. I'm getting that in you doing this inner work. I'm seeing you taking time, taking attention and focus to align yourself, to heal your own inner wounds in some kind of seemingly separation phase, not really knowing where this connection would lead. And I'm sensing that you, in releasing your fear, worry around this, you allow each other to grow and expand, for yourself to grow and expand, and for what is meant for you with this connection to fall into place as soul aligned, a part of this flow state, as you are meant to. And I'm getting that this is connecting strongly with this Knight of Wands here, speaking to inspired action. And I am getting this message about tension. And I'm getting that this is not a negative tension. If anything, this is that tension that is coming from this space of desire, of pleasure, that I'm sensing doesn't fade, doesn't leave you. And this, a part of this creative flow, this connecting with your grounding, your root chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your sacral chakra, all resonating here. Also, the third eye chakra connecting with this message, as well as the crown chakra, as well as the throat chakra. So, again, this kind of alignment, this alignment in this connection brings about the opening and activation, the unblocking of each and every one of your chakras, these energy spaces where you are liberating yourself. The Five of Wands in the reverse position, speaking to you, respecting these desires, these pleasures within you, allowing yourself to give and receive love, and where you intentionally wanted to not be perceptible about your emotions, you are finding yourself letting go of your reservations, being generous with yourself, and in turn, divine source, the universe, being generous with you, and aligning these blessings, these manifestations in your life surrounding what you are actually deeply feeling, what you are actually so deeply aligned with. Now, I'm feeling guided to close the reading here. I feel that I can just keep channeling messages here about this connection I'm channeling into. So I'm going to close the reading here. But before I close the reading, I do want to speak to this Ace of Pentacles showing up here. This card I find as I turn over another card, speaking to this abundance manifesting in your life as you are allowing yourself to embody your most authentic truth, to exist in your fullest expression, to experience the love that you incarnated here on earth to experience, the divine love that is a part of this abundance, the Ace of Pentacles speaking to abundance, manifestations, connecting with the Page of Pentacles here, also with this element of earth, this grounding, the root chakra, strongly resonating here, the throat chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the sacral chakra, the high, the I always want to say higher consciousness chakra, but this is the crown chakra. This is your connection to divine source, your third eye chakra, your heart chakra, all allowing for this divine love in your life to prosper in the ways that you are meant to experience. And this being a opportunity to live your most authentic truth, to continue to follow your intuition that is leading to this timeline, or has led to this future timeline that you have envisioned for so long. I'm sensing you are now on this path as I speak. So now I am feeling guided to close the reading here. But before I close the reading, let's take this moment to become aware of our own energy. Breathe in slowly and deeply. And out. Grounding yourself in the present moment. Ground yourself in the present moment.